Setting your child up for success in kindergarten. A child's first day of school is one of a parent's most exciting milestones. A quick scroll through social media on the first day of school is proof. While exciting, beginning school may cause some anxiety as parents wonder how they can best prepare their child for this important milestone. Getting ready for school starts at birth. Babies are filled with curiosity about the people, things, and places they see. Simple, everyday moments form the basis for key early learning skills. Research tells us that the experiences and relationships your child has in the first few years of life actually shape his or her developing brain. Parents are their child's first and most important teacher. We recognize that you know your child best, and this relationship is key to your child's growth and development. It's important that parents feel they belong and are valuable contributors to their child's learning. Research tells us that children learn best in everyday routines and activities. Parents have a significant impact on their child when they respond to their child's needs, listen to their child, talk and have conversations with their child, play with their child, read and sing with their child, and explore the outdoors together. Our children look to us for guidance. Feelings about transition to kindergarten can be overwhelming for parents and children. If parents model feelings of excitement, however, it will be sure to be passed on to their child. Talk with your child about all the wonderful things your child will do, see, and learn. We know that children are competent, capable, and curious. Many children interact and work with early intervention services before they begin school. These services have important information about your child, and we encourage you to share your child's early intervention journey with the school team. Just as a home needs a solid foundation, so too does a child's readiness for school. The following framework is used by our early intervention professionals and displays the foundation skills that may need to be strengthened to help a child be more successful in kindergarten. Are you familiar with the term self-regulation? Self-regulation is a developmental process and develops over time and with modeling from you. Self-regulation refers to the ability to move between states of arousal as needed to function well in day-to-day activities. What this means for a child is that they are excited when outside and playing, and then able to transfer to a calm state when they need to sit and focus. Not surprisingly, self-regulation is a predictor of school success. Some children struggle with self-regulation. Some clues that a child may be struggling with self-regulation would be difficulty maintaining an appropriate attention span, difficulty calming when upset, extreme reactions to situations, and difficulty transitioning between activities. Keep in mind that there are other reasons for your child's state of regulation, including their biology, if they are tired or hungry, not feeling well, or have they experienced a really negative or positive experience or event. The environment, as well as those in it, also play a key role. If your child is struggling to be calm, alert, and regulated, while difficult, it's important that parents remain calm themselves. Parents may want to experiment with the following strategies and explore which strategies are more effective for their child. One strategy is to create organizing activities which involve heavy work activities and deep pressure to the joints. Heavy work would include anything that involves pushing, pulling, lifting, and carrying. Other beneficial activities might be deep pressure to the joints, like jumping, bouncing, rolling, and crawling.
One, two, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo!
Ultimately, it's important to remember that your child is continuing to learn how to regulate and needs support from you. Try to recognize your child's state of regulation and respond to your child appropriately. Remember, children need adults to model and learn how to regulate. As you know, communication doesn't happen in a vacuum, and engagement with others is critical to effective communication. To assist a child with engagement, parents are asked to get face-to-face with their child, observe, follow a child's lead, and respond to their child's interest. People games are often suggested for children who struggle with engagement. As the name would suggest, people games are games that are played with people and not toys. People games are structured, predictable, and fun. Here are a few examples. The ability to go back and forth and take turns both in play and in conversation is an important skill. To assist your child with serve and return, respond immediately to any turn that your child may take and then try and keep it going.
The slowest dinosaur has a bobbing like a wasp, right?
The slowest dinosaur has, tell me that again, bud?
A small bean.
A small
Bean.
brain?
Yeah.
Yeah, a tiny dinosaur has a tiny brain.
Yep, and a bird dinosaur.
Yeah.
Mom,
Mm-hmm.
Annie has a tiny head, right?
A tiny head with a teeny tiny brain. You're right.
And it was caused by
Parents are often surprised when they learn that play is an important part of children's learning and development. Parents are encouraged to provide activities that are geared to their child's interest and think about providing opportunities for open-ended play. Open-ended play refers to activities that encourage exploration and have no specific end product in mind. Check out this great YouTube video for ideas on open-ended play. The better your child's speech and language skills, the more likely your child will be to effectively express their needs, thoughts, follow directions, interact with others, and learn to read and write. Effective communication involves the ability to use their words and sentences for a variety of reasons.
happy.
You're happy?
Yes.
Good. I'm happy you're happy.
I'm very happy
And
too.
Brielle's happy too?
And Mom happy too.
Yeah, they're happy too.
What that we doing?
That T-Rex, what's he doing? He's walking around.
What's this? Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah, he's going
And
wrong.
that's a wow, wow, wow too.
That one too.
The connection between pretending, language, and literacy is strong. Research has found that children who pretend on a regular basis have a better understanding of stories, develop more complex language, get along better with peers, solve problems more easily, develop better self-control, and are more creative. Help your child pretend by joining in. Talk to your child as if you were talking to their character. Begin with realistic props and then move to encouraging imaginary props.
Is it really hot? Put it on.
Oh, Avi.
Oh, ice cream fell.
Be hot. Be hot. There's a feed. Ready?
It's ready? Oh, thank you.
Interacting with peers is very different than interacting with adults because adults are much more supportive than peers. Children learn an array of social skills through peer play, like not always being first, taking turns, following rules, not always being the winner, and seeing things from another's point of view. It's helpful when we give our children as many opportunities as possible to be with other children. Pre-COVID, we suggested families visit early on child and family centers, playgroups, parks, register for childcare, and so on. COVID-19 has put many of these activities on hold for the time being. With restrictions loosening, try to set up a play date or two with another child in your social circle. If peer play is challenging for your child, the following tips may be helpful. Two-person interactions are easier than small groups. Try playing catch with a ball, shooting baskets, pulling a friend in a wagon, completing a floor puzzle, or jumping on a trampoline together. While peer play matters, it's important that your child first have many opportunities to play with you and siblings.
Breakfast at your house. This is my house. And you want to sleep in my house? You want to sleep at me? Yeah, I will want to sleep with you. But no, this is my bed. Only one can go in my bed. Okay.
Help your child tune in to others. Talk about what you like, how you and others feel, and what you and others might be thinking. Pointing out differences of opinion is key to learning to take the perspective of another. Taking the perspective of another is referred to as theory of mind and is important to successful social interactions. The goal for your child is to be as independent as possible with dressing and undressing for indoor and outdoor wear, independence in the washroom, and during nutrition breaks, which includes managing all lunch and snack containers. Practice makes perfect. Consider taking a summer picnic, even if it's in the backyard, and have your children practice opening and closing lunch bags, containers, and baggies. In the washroom, practice having your child wipe, flush, and wash their own hands.
Okay, Jack, we're going to wash our hands. You ready? So first, we wet our hands, then use soap. We rub our hands, rinse, then dry. Okay, first, wet your hands. Okay, turn on the tap.
Now what do we do?
Well, wet your hands. There you
We
go.
don't need soap, right?
Not yet. Next, we need soap. Yep, next is soap. You got it. Then, rub your hands. Rub, rub, rub. Right between your fingers and back of your hand. Great job. Next, rinse your hands. Rinse, rinse, rinse. Rub, rub, rub. You got it. Water off. And last, dry.
To increase your child's independence, consider shoes with Velcro and practice zippers, buttons, and snaps. Print knowledge means understanding how print works. Learning print represents our spoken words, is meaningful, is read in a certain way, and that print includes words, letters, spaces, and punctuation marks. Talk about print concepts with your child. Draw your child's attention to the front and back of the book. Talk about the title, the author, the illustrator. Point to print as you read so a child learns how print works.
Let's read Green Eggs and Ham. Look, green eggs and ham. These are the words on the page. Do you see any more words? Right, there's more words. This is the front of the book. That's where the cover page is. And look, there's lots of pages in here.
Mama,
Yeah,
behind here.
that's the back of the book.
What's here?
That is Dr. Seuss. Cool. He's got a crazy hat on. All right, let's read our story.
Point out print wherever you are. Point out print on cereal boxes, on signs while driving, and always point out the most important word of all, your child's name. Phonological awareness develops over time. It involves a general awareness that spoken language can be broken down into smaller and smaller parts. Phonological awareness involves an awareness of words, syllables, rhymes, and sounds. Children with poor phonological awareness are at an increased risk of reading and spelling difficulties. Build your child's phonological awareness by talking about rhyme and syllables. Read rhyming books and explicitly talk about how the words sound the same, how they rhyme.
You may like them, you will see, you may like them in a tree. Do you hear that, Levi? See and tree. Those words sound the same. They rhyme. I would not, could not in a tree, not in a car, you let me be. I do not like them in a box, I do not like them with a fox. Box and fox, those words rhyme too. I do not like them in a house, I do not like them with a mouse. Mouse and house. Do those words rhyme? They do. They sound the same.
Mama.
Yeah.
During routines such as going for a walk, invite your child to clap out the parts or beats and objects that you use or see. For example, you could say wagon, wagon, while clapping twice, and butterfly, butterfly, while clapping 3 times. Research tells us awareness of individual sounds is most related to future reading and spelling success. Point out sounds in the environment. If you're going for a walk, play I Spy and talk with your child about all the things that you see that start with a certain sound, like S. Children do not need to be able to print letters for school entry. Have your child practice making simple shapes, which are the first steps to letter formation. Keep it fun by using a variety of materials such as crayons, markers, finger paint, Play-Doh, bathtub crayons, and so on. Scissor skills are an important lifelong skill. Start with using tongs, squirt bottles, water squeeze toys in play as a way to build their hand strength and coordination. With supervision and depending on your level of comfort, encourage play with scissors by snipping items such as Play-Doh, straws, thin pieces of paper, and candy. Build your child's eye-hand coordination by encouraging the following activities. Looking for more information? We hope we have provided you with some helpful information. We wish you and your child all the best in kindergarten. Thanks for watching.